was. Good job. It's your boy. Justin, what the fuck going on, man's here. Welcome back. Que about me, raza. There's the reason you clicked or tapped on this video. La Selección Mexicana. They did their thing last night. It's the best I've seen them play, at least as far as, opposition and play style in a while, honestly. They really surprised me last night. Yeah, I have high hopes for the game against Panama, which is insane. How the fuck did Panama get it done against the US? Also, that whole celebration, fucking going to Thierry Henry, you're my fucking idol, and then fucking Terry Crews being there, as well as Clint Dempsey, who, in my opinion, is the second greatest U.S. men's national team player of all time. I think for the first is Pulisic, but hey, some of y'all might not be ready to talk about that. Yeah, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Mexico and the performance. I loved it. Everyone was backtracking, looking to get the ball. Everyone was looking to steal. I love that high pressure. As far as the passes go, these are the best passes that the national team has seen in a long ass time, boy. The amount of times we've seen these dudes just not ready to pass the ball as this good. Honestly, this team looked so much more different to what we're accustomed to seeing. Yeah, Charlie Rodriguez, get him on my national team, but it's not gonna happen. I think he probably has Aguirre's fucking nudes saved on his phone. Not only on his phone, on AirDrop, on a hard drive. There's gotta be a reason why he's getting called up, even though he doesn't do shit for the national team. But we're not here to talk about who should have been called up, who doesn't get called up, who should get game time, who doesn't. We're here to talk about Raúl, Alonso, Jimenez, as well as Santi Jimenez. And, a couple of people who should have probably been starting, who did get called up. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about Charlie because you already know how I feel about Charlie. If you are new, I'll just resume it by saying, you already know, most likely why, even off of your own thoughts, he just doesn't do nothing for the national team. Es un estorbo, el hijo de puta. Nomás está ahí para estorbar, but that's whatever. I'm not gonna waste my time talking about no fucking Charlie Rodriguez, son. Raúl Alonso Jimenez is the motherfucking GOAT. I've been saying it. Put some respect on his name, son. Raúl Alonso GOAT Menez. Raúl Alonso Gol Menez. Gol Menez. Please sponsor me. Yeah, he's proven time and time again that for the Selección, as well as a club level, he's the only one that consistently plays well. The only one that shows up every fucking time. He's the only one who shows up for both club and country. I would like to say that Edson Alvarez, but right now he's a bit shaky as far as for West Ham goes. He just doesn't get many minutes. And when he's there, he's just not been having a good time over at West Ham, which is sad. But he's the only one who shows up for both, and especially for the national team. And I've been saying this for a while now. The last time that we saw him play for Mexico, which was the first time I saw Santi get called out for Mexico, which was I think it was the first game after the World Cup when we saw both of them playing, in which Santi started the penalty that he missed that day, and Raúl converted his penalty, with ease, by the way. Since that moment, I've always said, Raúl is the guy. I just hope he could get back to his level so that way, he could, come back to La Selección, because a lot of people want him out because he's old, because he's washed, whatever. But ever since he came back, since he signed to Fulham and he started scoring more goals, got his confidence up, it's proven that your boy was right. As well as the 4-4-2. A lot of people were telling me for so long, you don't know shit about this. They know what is you talking about. This ain't Football Manager. This ain't fucking FIFA. Like, what the fuck do you know? I've been telling y'all. And I always said like, yo, it wasn't just me saying this, but I feel in my mind that I was like one of the first people to just really talk about like, yo, we need two strikers. Now in my mind it was always Henry Martin and Santiago Jimenez. But recently I've also started saying like, yo, we need to have Raul starting, like it's a yes or yes. And to also, and if you don't want to have Raul, you have to have Henry. Because why? Well, what we saw, or at least as far as Raul goes, he gives you assists. Los pinches taconazos que estaba dando, dog. His ability to assist is really good. Now, it doesn't work for La Selección for whatever reason. And at a club level, it also doesn't seem to work as well. But you watch him play and you see what he can do. It's just that, it just ends up not working for whatever reason, at least recently. But hey, you and I both know that we see the potential of what he can do as far as assisting a striker goes. Santi, he's a good super sub. That's all he is. He's a great super sub. He would be a great super sub. But we know that, for one, Henry Martin, no fue convocado. And a lot of people like to hate on him. It's stupid. Vasco Aguirre, we already know his ass, our coach, he's not going to put in Julian Quiñones, because I think it's more than, because we've all heard the whole thing about, he doesn't rate the Saudi Pro League. I also think it's more of like a nationality thing, to where, yes, he chose to represent Mexico, but he's not Mexican by blood, he's Colombian by blood. And a lot of people are kind of iffy on that whole situation. So I get that, but he's, as a starter, better than Santiago Jimenez. I also think that just the way that Santi plays for La Selección, it just doesn't convert. For club and country, we all know this, he's not that good. But yesterday, he didn't play that bad. He just, once again, which is mostly his issue, he doesn't get a chance at touching the ball very much, or even, holding it for very long. Because most of the times, the reason why he lost the ball is because it was a 2v1 and there was no one, available for his ass to pass the ball to. So, yeah, as far as yesterday at night goes, I actually do think it's one of his better performances. I really do think that. So, yeah, but I think that he should be a super sub most of the time. But as far as with the players that were, chosen, selected for, this time specifically, I think that, from what we know of the coach, Vasco Aguirre, we know Santi's going to be starting. He's not going to play Quiñones. So it is what it is. We know he's starting for a fact. Should he keep using the 4-4-2? Absolutely. Should Santi be starting? No, not right now. He should only start every once in a while. Just to kind of get him ready, which a lot of people have always been saying. But when he's proven that he's not that good for La Selección, how can you start him? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Also, Edson Alvarez, no, not at center back. We need him at the CDM spot. Why? Because I said so now. The reason why we need him at the CDM spot is because who do we replace him with? We should be replacing Charlie Rodriguez. We're not going to get that because for whatever reason, Vasco Aguirre just doesn't do it. Eric Lira played really good, surprised me. It's the first time I've ever seen him play good, as well as Alvarado. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye. See y'all later. Peace.